My gorgeous Piscelini, Coco is saying hello. My gorgeous Piscelini, Coco is saying hello just for you. Coco is wishing you all the best this May, and purely because this May there is so much that it's actually going to happen to you. This May it's literally going to change your life, my gorgeous Piscelini, and I want you to understand how important this is all going to actually be for you, my gorgeous Piscelini. Indeed, this month you are going to have such an important sign, and this is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. At around the mid-May, specifically what I'm talking about, you need to remember to stand strong and focus on your purpose. At the same time, divine intervention, it's about to occur. What you need to do is just basically follow your own purpose. What is going to happen, my gorgeous Piscelini, it's basically the sign that you are going to have, the mind-blowing sign, which is going to help you realize things for exactly what they are. But in particular, you are going to be able to stand in your own light and seeing your own future, and seeing the parts of the future planning that you weren't kind of aware of before. I'm talking about particular signs specifically which you are going to have. I need you to pay attention to things in between the 11th and in between the 27th of May. In between the 11th and the 27th of May, this sign is going to be revealed to you. You know the way this sign is going to happen, my gorgeous Piscelini. It's going to be absolutely mind-blowing, purely because it's going to come through some kind of animal, through some kind of maybe bird, maybe a cat, maybe a dog, maybe just like a little insect, and it's just going to enter your dimension. But this is going to be very important. At the same time, when you become aware of this animal, you will know that something is kind of different. You will know that something is kind of unusual. You will know that animal is either, maybe if it's a bird, it's going to be flying in a really strange way, or maybe it's going to be something very unusual about a little dog that you will see. It really depends what this animal is going to be. But what is more important, my gorgeous Piscelini, that at the same time, you need to know that there is going to be an important revelation that you are going to have, and that revelation is going to lead towards a quite significant opportunity, and this is going to be very important to you. At the same time, I want you to pay attention to the actual synchronicities when it comes to the actual numbers. So first of all, you're going to see the animal. When you see that animal, this is going to be a sign, this is going to be an omen, this is going to be a mind-blowing confirmation for you, okay? But also, when it comes to the actual opportunity, it's gonna come connected to the revelation. At the same time, within these days, I need you to pay attention to the actual numbers: 111, 777, 555, 444, and 888. Any combination of these numbers, it's going to be mind-blowing answer to you when it comes to the certain timing, because this is more important than you can possibly imagine. It's going to lead towards an important moment on the very last day of May, on the 31st of May 2021, when you are going to really become aware of the future opportunities ahead that you wouldn't become aware of normally. And it's all going to come through this actual unfoldment of events, and it's going to be mind-blowing. So the answer to this is just follow your inner bliss, because this month you're not only going to become aware of an important opportunity, but it's also literally going to change your life. You have to allow yourself to be yourself. You have to allow yourself to do things in your own unique way. In fact, the more unique you are, the more successful you're going to be. The more unique you are, the more you're going to achieve, the more you're going to make, the more you're going to create, because your energy is going to be absolutely remarkable, throughout the month of May. You are going to also start the process, the progress. You know, you're going to plant a little mini tiny little spiritual seed at the same time by the end of this month. What do I mean by that? Oh, you're going to plant a little spiritual seed. It means that you need to be open-minded. You need to be very optimistic along the way. Do not bring yourself down and do not waste this absolutely mind-blowing energy, because you can very easily get lost within it, you know, within this energy, because sometimes it depends what aspects in our lives are kind of like weighing us down. So if there are lots of negativities going on, you just want to ignore this energy as much as you can. In fact, as soon as you feel like a little bit of heavier energy, you need to know exactly at the same time that that same energy, that particular energy, you can use to your advantage. And all you need to do is just make that spiritual knock and go further. You are gonna make a huge, massive, giant, enormous step forward this month, my gorgeous Piscean. And I'm so happy for you, because I know that so many of you have been waiting for this unfoldment of events. The way they're going to happen is going to be remarkable. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Piscean, and it's for May 2021. So this monthly horoscope tarot card forecast is for you, my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Piscean, and it's for May 2021. You know, it's like such an important month, like there is no tomorrow, because as I said, you know, just make sure you understand this, to be as optimistic as you can, because you are going to plant a spiritual seed that you're not even going to be aware of. I know it sounds mental, I know it sounds crazy, but sometimes the power of our mind is so strong and it takes over without us even realizing. And in order to go with this flow, in order to go with this vibration, in order to go with this energy, the more optimistic you are, the more you're going to create and the more you're going to achieve. This is not the month to pay attention to negativities, but just to literally think about yourself and also allow your uniqueness to come out and shine really bright, because this is when we are the most powerful, when you allow yourself to be yourself. You see, important. When it comes to the actual numerology, my gorgeous Piscean, it's basically you have got number 317, my lord. When it comes to numerology, you have got numbers 317. This is really important, purely because it's so much so to do with like the moment where you're gonna think, oh my god, and then it's just gonna something really remarkable going to happen, something when you least expect it, something which is going to surprise you so much, because you know you will expect one thing but something completely different, it's actually going to come out. So really interesting surprise you're going to have, and important information. It's going to change everything, and important news and an important message that you're actually going to have, and it's to do with you, it's to do with your accomplishment, and it's to do with an important progress, and it's also going to reflect on you in such a powerful way when it comes to you feeling that extra push, that little push just to go for it and just go forward and ignore any negativities that could be around you. Number 317, you know, it means that, you know, on one hand, you know, your patience is about to be rewarded. Very significant part of you that you have been so patient about, it's about to be rewarded, and I'm so happy for you, because I know how much this is actually going to mean to you, and that in itself is just going to bring this wonderful harmonious energy into your sign. But then at the same time, you just need to pay attention to the management in your life, to the actual adjustment, to the relevant and important adjustment that you're going to need to make at the same time. Someone is going to influence you so beautifully, my gorgeous Piscean. The right person is going to influence you, and this is someone very special, very sacred, and very important in your life. Somebody who is meant to be in your life, and somebody who is going to inspire you to the point where you are actually going to really understand, you know, what part of your life you should be paying attention to, what part of your life is going to bring you the most success, and most importantly, what you should be paying attention to, because your happiness times is more important than anything else, okay? And you have to start with yourself. You have to start from yourself. You are gonna really come to terms with a certain changes, and also, you know, before you would be like, oh no baby, no, but now the power of this energy, the power of this courage, the power of this self-esteem energy that you're going to have, it's also going to be very impactful for you when it comes to moving forward, and also opening your eyes and just paying attention to the exact part of your life that you should. It's all leading towards the one particular door which is going to open, you know. I really like it because at the same time it's about the beginning of an absolute adventure that you are going to have. I'm so happy for you because it's going to happen at around the time, you know, one specific day you're going to feel so delighted, you're going to feel so happy, you're going to feel so excited, and that could happen at any moment in time. But when it happens, number one will be quite important. Whether this is going to happen on a day where it's connected to number one, you know, maybe first, second, third, fourth, you know, 11th, you know, first, like a first, for example, number one, maybe it's going to happen on the 1st of the month, maybe it's going to happen on the 11th of the month. I was going to say maybe it's going to happen on the 21st of the month, you know, maybe it's going to happen on the 31st of the month, but number one will be very, very much so important here. So wherever is in the date, number one, this is the time when you can expect this. You see, this burst, this beautiful bubble that you're going to find yourself in, this bubble of enthusiasm that you're going to be floating in so beautifully, and that is going to be increasing your energy, your spiritual energy and your mental energy. So therefore you're going to start feeling very vibrant in so many different ways, but it's also going to re-energize you when it comes to that optimism, that enthusiasm. Absolutely mind-blowing. So this is going to be your sign. I'm trying to say it's not only about, oh yeah, enthusiasm, la la la. No baby, no. This is going to be a strong indication and your strong sign that you are in for something like ooh la la, because this particular vibration and this particular energy is going to help you to drift towards the situation in your life that you're going to be facing right in the face, you know, and you will need to respond so quickly, like ooh la la, so quickly like there is no tomorrow. And the response is going to be remarkable because it's going to be slightly different to what you would normally respond, how you would normally respond. And that in itself is going to start the process of the actual some kind of situation which is going to require from you to be rather daring, which is most certainly going to be playing an important role here, because it's about to help you to step into it, to go to this powerful, beautiful spiritual door. But then at the same time it's going to bring you the whole new initiative, you know, the whole new opportunity with unlimited possibilities. You know, you may have been aware of this before, but you didn't realize how many possibilities and opportunities you are going to have about that particular direction. It's important, and at the same time it's going to bring you really healthy obsession, which is going to reflect on your life and it's going to reflect on your health in general. So it's an absolutely big mama of the month when it comes to the actual new beginning, new start, and unlimited possibilities. So now if you're looking for work, if you're looking for career, if you're looking for job, for something to start with for the first time, most certainly you should go for it. You should go to apply for as many jobs as you can. You should try as many different things as you can. If you want to be noticed by your employer, like for some kind of promotion, you can talk about it, you know, you will go so much further. Or you can just brightly shine your gorgeous, wonderful energy, because it's going to be almost impossible not to notice this vibrant energy that you're going to have. So this is why I want you to understand, to use this to the best of your abilities, you know, like, because this vibrant energy and powerful energy you're going to have in May, and the next time when you're going to have this is going to be in October 2021. So if you don't use it now as much as you can always have a second time, you know, to use this for things that you need when it comes to your visions and planning and perspective in October 2021, when this energy is going to be very similar to what is actually going on now. So this is really, really important. On another hand, you just need to remember to actually refocus your thoughts. This month it's so important to refocus your thoughts. So I don't want you to waste the energy this month. If you feel low, if you feel down, just remember what I said, that this is more important than ever to actually refocus your thoughts, my gorgeous Pisces. Very, very important indeed. So now I will show you this. Look, it is the time of enlightenment. Ooh la la, look, that, oh, you know, that just came out when I said it's time of enlightenment. My lord, this card just popped out. I said that this is the time of enlightenment, my gorgeous Pisces. My lord, the energy is so powerful in this room at this very moment in time. You see this enlightenment. When I say the word enlightenment, this card just came out of this deck, like flying out, like there is no tomorrow, just to double it up for you, just for you to understand, just for you to highlight, just for you to know how powerful this month is going to be. There you go, my babies. This is your synchronicity. In real time, synchronicity, which is just proving and showing exactly what I said. Power. It's about your own power. Your power is going to be highlighted like there is no tomorrow. This is the month to trust yourself, to trust your intuition, to focus on your third psychic eye, because it's going to be very powerful, which means that there is a lot going to come to you just through your subconscious mind. Lots of little signs, lots of little directions. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the very first thing in the morning, what is on your mind the very first thing in the morning, in particular from the 11th of May and the 31st of May. This is the time when you need to pay attention to what is the very first thing on your mind in the morning, because I said this many times. Every single night when we go to sleep, our subconscious mind expands like a big mama, like there is no tomorrow, which means that we are part of all sorts of dimensions, which reflects on us in such a way where we find out many things, you know, through our astral projections, but we don't necessarily remember. But, you know, because lots of people don't remember at all. Like most of the people don't remember astral projections that we have, and most of the people don't remember the dreams that we have. But it's just about the very first thing in the morning when you open your eyes. Your subconscious mind is so much so connected to all these different parts of our subconscious mind, which just helps to bring important things to our consciousness, you see. So this is why you kind of suddenly feel, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, and sometimes, you know, you get these little directions what you should do, like something that you haven't done in a while that you should pay attention to, and things like that. And even if it's a silly thing, like you wake up and suddenly you have like you have on your mind like oh yeah, maybe I should hoover the carpet. That's exactly what you should do. It's not about hoovering the carpet, but it's about paying attention to this dimension. By doing what was in our mind and by connecting with that energy, then other things come to us. You see, it's very interesting the way things are gonna unfold and happen to you, but most certainly there will be a life-changing, my gorgeous Pisces, indeed. On another hand, you know, it's about the new emotional experience that you are going to have, and the new emotional experience that you are going to have, it's also going to open your eyes when it comes to your psychic abilities, because something is going to happen to you, and it's going to happen in a really bizarre way. Something is going to maybe fall off, something is not going to make sense, but to you it's going to make absolutely perfect sense. It's like a sign from the spirit, you know, which is going to come through, which is going to come forward in such a way where you're going to be able to understand this in a very very powerful way indeed. On another hand, what else I was going to say, my gorgeous Pisces, you know, it's just so important, my God, an annoying, absolutely very heavy and very difficult problem in your life that was weighing you down, specifically over the last 3 months, the problem, an obstacle, the situation that was weighing you down is slowly coming to an end, because it's to do with the resolution, an important resolution, and it's to do with the conclusion, which is almost immediately going to bring you solace and healing into your life, because it's pretty much so to do with a very, very rather satisfactory result. And that is brilliant, because it's to do with a certain compromise that you are going to need to make, but then at the same time it's just the inspiration that you're going to feel. It's going to be mind-blowing, because it's about your own satisfaction, it's about your own accomplishment, which is going to re-energize you in so many different ways. And on another hand, it's going to give you a control over a situation, a strength. It's going to give you courage, you know, energy, determination, and that is going to put you in like an action mood, you know, and this is going to be primarily reflecting on your own confidence, and it's going to come from your own accomplishment. And that in itself, you know, it's very important for you to understand, to just follow your intuition and read in between the lines, because a lot is going to be revealed to you. But this is all to do with your spiritual journey, and it's to do with your finances, it's to do with your financial security, financial situation, but also your own happiness. There is something that you are ignoring about yourself that you shouldn't be ignoring any longer. It's something that you always wanted to do. It's something that you always wanted to achieve, something that is keep on coming backwards and forwards, something that is keep on popping into your mind. The certain part of yourself from the past that you're actually not paying attention to, but now you most certainly should, because you will feel very strong connection when it comes to your past as well, the specific parts of your past. But it's not only about feeling like a bit like emotional and having this strong connection with the past, you know, but it's more about what specific part of your past are you paying attention to. It's more importantly to pay attention to the actual what is there for you, because there is a specific information that you're gonna really need, and that specific information is going to help you to bring you an insight now, but it's also going to remind you like what exactly is that you need to do, because specific part of yourself you're ignoring, but you really shouldn't, because it's an important path to your own happiness, and that is going to be revealed, and that is going to be important, my gorgeous Piscelini, indeed. So now I'm just going to see what is going to happen when it comes to your health. You see, it's very interesting how every single sign this month is having problems with the digestion or having problems with the stomach. It's very, very interesting indeed. So I would highly suggest you, and I see that with you of course as well, I would highly suggest you to get something like a natural probiotic, and I would also highly friendly bacteria, you see, to promote something like with the friendly bacteria, and also try to get organic chamomile tea, organic nettle tea, organic dandelion tea with a little bit of organic unwaxed lemon, and maybe if you can sweeten it with a little bit of organic maple syrup or organic honey, but definitely no sugar. Sugar is no, baby, no, because sugar is just going to be very negative when it comes to your digestion, and it's quite heavy. On another, sugar is definitely to avoid. On another hand, if you can also get something like organic aloe vera juice, you know, it's absolutely fantastic for the actual stomach lining. And also if you can get something like a natural B vitamin complex and take it the very first thing in the morning every single day would be fantastic. And this, you need to make sure that the actual folic acid within this B complex, it's actually made in as a folate, not folic acid but folate. Folate is a natural version of folic acid, so you want folate because it's natural. And also you need to make sure that B vitamin B12 within this B vitamin complex, it's made in a natural way as well. This is really important to say. And B vitamin complex is going to be remarkable when it comes to actually boosting your energy. It's fantastic for stress, it's fantastic when we feel a little bit nervous, but it's also above all absolutely superb and really beneficial when it comes to the actual entire digestive system. I know that your bones are going to be a little bit sensitive. Just make sure that you take like a natural vitamin D, very important for your bones, and also a little bit of zinc, which is going to boost, natural zinc, which is going to beautifully boost your immune system, and it's just going to make you feel so much better. On another hand, your skin is going to be a little bit sensitive, so make sure that you're using deodorant without aluminium, because aluminium is just going to block your pores. So try to use natural deodorant without aluminium, because your skin is going to be a little bit sensitive. So this is something that I would highly recommend you. And also on top of that, just make sure that you are sitting in the correct way, because your lower back is going to be quite sensitive. So it's just when you're sitting, just make sure that you're sitting straight. If you're working and you're picking up things for living, just make sure that you do it nicely, correctly, gently, in a gentle way, you know. Don't overstrain yourself. yourself or anything like that. And also, like when you're sleeping, make sure that you're maybe sleeping on a side for a while, and that is going to be very beneficial for your lower back indeed. Sleeping on a side with a good quality pillow, and also good quality pillow in between your legs, precisely in between your knees, which is going to help you to relax the lower back of your the part of your lower back that is going to be very beneficial for you, and it's going to make you feel so much better. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Pisces, or not. So now, going on the very first date, but before I go on the very first date, I would highly recommend you something like gorgeous little amethyst pendant to wear every single time in May, June and July. Will be very important for you, because it's going to help you to open your eyes, it's going to help you to be even more psychic, it's going to help you to be even more intuitive by increasing the power of your third psychic eye, and that in return is going to help you with this particular balance, you know, in particular when it comes to a lot happening in our lives, you know, but we're not too sure kind of how to respond, or we are not too sure, it makes us kind of indecisive. So it helps us so much to do the right thing by being very intuitive, but also at the same time it's fantastic for our spiritual growth, and it's also brilliant to actually protect us. So every time when you want to find out a little bit more, every time when you want to kind of respond in a certain way, but you also protect yourself because you use a little bit of extra energy, this amethyst pendant is a must. This comes with a sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this, my gorgeous Pisces, is below. When you buy from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, I have to say that. The very first date, my gorgeous Pisces, is going to be on the 2nd of May, which is going to be really important. Now, do you know what? You are basically going to face a little bit of a problem here, a little bit of negativity when it comes to the actual obstacle, but you need to understand, you know, that this is pretty much so to do with like a kind of maybe you being slowed down a little bit, and you feeling a little bit of unfilled hopes, you know. And this is going to make you feel just like a little bit pessimistic, but just don't worry about it, because it's about you getting the big picture. This is pretty much needed. It's like a bit of a yin-yang energy that you're going to have this month, which is going to bring you down. And once you're down in this particular way, you know, the view is completely different. There is nothing that you can miss. There is nothing that you cannot see. There is nothing that can kind of escape you getting your own picture, because that in itself, you feeling a little bit down at the bottom, just a tiny little bit baby bit, you know, tiny at the bottom, that in itself is going to be directly responsible when it comes to you getting the big picture. So you see, my gorgeous Pisces, this is going to work for you really brilliantly. So don't be down, or don't feel low, or don't feel dark, you know, and things like that, because this is going to work for you rather perfectly indeed, because now you will know over the next 3 days after the 2nd of May, you will know exactly what to do when it comes to your practical knowledge, and when it comes to you kind of stepping into the unknown, but also there's some kind of negotiation. It's going to take place, and this negotiation is going to be brilliant, because it's just going to kind of like redirect you slightly towards the part of your life that you should be paying attention to, and maybe you are not. So this is going to work really interesting for you indeed. The second important date, my gorgeous Pisces, is going to be on the 16th of May. Oh my lord. Now the 16th of May, it's all about you you know, feeling it's time to take to take action, you know, give birth to your dreams. And this is when things are going to start becoming really interesting for you as well, because, you know, you need to understand, you're going to start feeling a very powerful sense of creativity. And what creative path you find yourself at this moment in time, it's also going to have a remarkable realization when it comes to you, because on this day, through this situation, you're going to realize that you're strong beyond measure. You're going to realize your own power. You're going to realize your own essence. You're going to realize your own spirit. You're going to realize the essence of your own soul and its power. And this is something, oh my God, you know. On another hand, I really like this because, you know, you are going to have a very powerful information here, some kind of information, news, you know, about the actual things that you have been working towards. And this is going to make you feel so great because you will be able to recognize exactly what is, you know, an unfoldment, what the next unfoldment in your life is going to be when it comes to your own capability. This is going to open your eyes. You know, this is pretty much so to do with the reward from hard work, from admiration from others, that is going to make you feel so great. But then it's going to, you know, also going to really be beneficial for you when it comes to realizing that this is connected to the end of a challenging times. You know, the 16th of May, it's also going to bring you the realization that this is to do with the end of a challenging times, and most certainly this is going to bring you a welcome relief. You know, things are going to start looking up, but at the same time, you know, it's just a really, you're going to require to kind of make this certain action in order to keep this energy going. Look, let me show you. Dun, da, 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 dun, 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 da, 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 da. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 bye. My gorgeous Piscelini, this is what I was going to show you. Look at this. It's about the opportunity. This is all going to lead towards an important opportunity. 16th of May. Just remember this. And at the same time, an important truth is going to take over. An important truth, it's also going to show you exactly which part of your life you need to be patient about. Something that you will think, oh my God, it came to an end. No, baby, no. You need to be patient. It's going to work really great for you. And it's pretty much so to do with the beginning of an adventure. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 ceiling. Bye, 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 ceiling. You see, my gorgeous Piscelini, it's the beginning of an adventure. And also, what else I was going to recommend you to get something like a tiger's eye is like literally a must. There is a lot going to start changing for you. There is a lot going to start happening for you. You just need to remember to be to explore as much as you can and to be as adventurous as you can, which means you can all again work on that spiritual domino. And the way you work and get this spiritual domino going when it comes to your personal vision and when it comes to you enhancing everything about it, then from the 1st of May until the end of the actual month, every single day, if you could possibly do something different, and every single day that what you're going to do different is just going to bring so much fresh energy, new energy into your life. One thing is going to change so much. Just remember, spiritual domino, and you change that blim, that one thing, and then the whole picture changes. This is exactly what you need. It's to do with your own success, and it's to do with the ability to make things for you quicker, to make things to happen for you sooner. And that's why I highly recommend you to get something like this gorgeous tiger's eye pendant. Because when it comes to the changes, when it comes to prosperity, when it comes to our money, when it comes to financial situation, when it comes to planning, when it comes to our success, when it comes to our financial security, a lot is going to be going on. A lot of indecisive situations you are going to have. And Tiger's Eye Pendant is fantastic to push us towards the right way, towards the right direction, but also it helps us to both spiritually and materialistically grow, you know, because when we are spiritually grow, we are able to kind of understand things from a completely different angle, and this is to do with our own wiseness, with our own growth. But then therefore there is a lot that becomes like kind of like obvious to us, and that take our attention away from things that we should be paying attention to. So Tiger's Eye, it's remarkable when it comes to this spiritual growth, and you stay grounded, but it's also very helpful when it comes to financial success. And on another hand, it's really helping you to protect yourself against evil eye. And I would highly suggest you every single time when you're planning, when you're doing things, when you're trying to achieve things throughout May, June and July, I highly suggest you to wear this gorgeous Tiger's Eye pendant, because it's going to make things so much better for you indeed. This comes with the sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Pisceline, you're also supporting my channel as well. The third important dates are going to be the 30th and the 31st of May. You're going to feel like a little bit of indecisive, you know, you're not going to be too sure what to do and which way to go, because something specific is going to happen through somebody very special in your life, through somebody very significant in your life. You will be told something, and then what you're going to be told by somebody who means to you so much, you're not going to be able to let it go. First of all, it's not going to make sense, but then later it's just going to make sense as the time goes by, like there is no tomorrow. So you're going to find yourself being a little bit indecisive, but you are going to actually be able to use this situation in your advantage, because what you didn't understand through this person you will, and this is going to be fantastic working for you, because it's going to help you to make the best possible choice when it comes to your own blessing, when it comes to your own abundance, my gorgeous Pisceline indeed. So the 30th and the 31st, it's also like the time when you need to understand to take a leadership role. You need to put your foot down, and you will know exactly what I mean here. It's about you stepping into the spotlight, into your own spotlight, and also just remember to keep your eyes on the big picture. Remember to keep your eyes on the big picture, Pisceline, indeed, and talk as much as you can. Communicate as much as you can. This is the time for you to step into the spotlight, which means you just need to be brave, you just need to be strong. On another hand, you know, because you are going to make a really important planning for the long term, for the long term. On one hand, there is going to be a clear abundance from the past choices here that is going to become obvious, which is going to be remarkable. It's going to happen at the right moment in time, because it's going to make you feel very proud of your own success, of your past labors, for example. But then at the same time, you know, this is going to happen at such a perfect moment, because it's just going to kind of be very kind of influential when you try to decide what you're going to do next. So just keep this in mind. This is pretty much sort of connected to your home, happiness, joy, pleasure, and the big change that you're going to become aware of. And this only comes with in a moment in time when you feel so much contentment in your life, you know. It's to do with creativity, beginning, start of something absolutely remarkable is going to happen here. But just remember, above everything that I've said so far, the 30th and the 31st of May 2021 are going to bring you, are going to connect you with a very, very meaningful experience. This meaningful experience is going to change your life. Okay, because it's going to help you to see things for what they are, but it's also going to start like a little adventure. It's remarkable because it's brilliant, you know. It's just going to really pretty much so reveal the next step for you. You see, action. It's going to reveal the next step for you. Absolutely remarkable, my gorgeous Pisceline, indeed. So now I'm just going to see what is going to happen in the first part of May, mid part of May, and the last part of May. So the first part of May, just remember, the first 7 days of May, the energy is going to be like really brilliant when it sorry, when it comes to the new inspiration, when it comes to the new beginning, when it comes to your own power being very highlighted. So regardless how you feel, what I said before, that the energy is going to be heavy, blah blah blah, just remember that at the same time you will be very, very powerful, because it's the magic of number one in itself that is going to take over. So this is the vibration that you're going to benefit from. So you are most certainly, the first part of May, it's going to bring a brilliant idea, but you must not rush with this. You know, you just need to remember this is about you overcoming obstacles, but at the same time you just need to communicate and talk as much as you can. You need to remember to remain objective, but at the same time, these ideas, most importantly, it's going to be brilliant, but it's nothing to rush with, okay? It's just because it's going to need a little bit of refinement. It's going to take an additional 4 weeks until you spiritually grow, until you get to this particular moment, to this particular point when you realize how much is actually going to change in your way of thinking from this moment onwards. So this is why you just need to remember to go one step at a time. Okay. Sorry. The second, the mid part of May, it's just basically about, my lord, you know, the first of all, it's going to be an important reward that you're going to gain from hard work here. But then again, you're going to find yourself successfully balancing many priorities at once. So mid May, it's like you can do so much, you can take so much on. Any problems, any difficulties, or any things that have been slowing you down, anything that was confusing you so far, you know, the mid May is going to surprise you how powerful you are going to be when it comes to responding to these things. More so, it's going to make you even more determined, and it's going to increase your willpower even more, because you are personally, you're going to get a very, very important answer, and this is going to mean to you so much, my gorgeous Piscelini. The mid-May will bring you a mind-blowing answer, my gorgeous Piscelini. Indeed, this is going to be very, very important to you. The third part of May, the last part of May, it's all about you taking the next steps. There are two particular things that are going to be on your mind, and both things are going to be just as important, just as significant. You know, you are going to become aware of a very bold and ambitious choices, but then again, at the same time, you know, it's all about you expanding your plans and continuing to move forward. Very, very important time for you, my gorgeous Piscelini, indeed. Okay, so now I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are in relationship, and this is for May 2021. So this is for those of you who are in relationship. Ooh la la. Six of Cups, you see, it is just simple. This is for those of you in relationship. Now it's time for you both to move on, to move forward with your life. It looks like the specific situation, something that you both wanted to do, Piscelini, you couples, something that you both wanted to do, you know, and you will keep on kind of leaving behind. Maybe you shouldn't leave it behind anymore. Maybe you should just go for it, because something from the past, it's at the same time going to kind of, like, you see, you need to understand that it's going to take, once you get on this path, you know, it's going to take you patience. You know, you need patience, you need patience, you need patience, because you're both going to have a moment like, oh my God, when is this going to happen? Oh my God, when are things going to start moving on, moving forward? Well, it's important for you to do what you both wanted to do, and it's important for you not to leave it aside anymore. I think if over the last 6 months you both kind of wanted to do this, wanted to take this particular direction, but you just were uncertain. So now this is very important for you to pay attention to it, because otherwise, if you don't, then it's just going to turn into something completely different. You know, it's going to turn into something like completely different, because it's going to become very heavy, and it's just going to kind of like go towards a slightly different dimension. So there you go. Very, very important. It's Two of Pentacles here, my gorgeous Piscelini. So this is something very important for those of you that are couples, because what is actually going to happen, you are going to come to terms with some kind of a changes, and it's going to be beautiful, because, you know, by the end of the month, you as the couple, you will not too sure what to do, but you are going to make a really important decision, and this decision, it's going to require absolutely remarkable, mind-blowing adjustment when it comes to the couples, because you will become aware of the change that you want to make, and you will not want to wait any longer. I repeat, it's to do with the last 6 months, something that you know, the certain direction that you both wanted to take together, certain changes, big change when it comes to your home, adjustment and things like that. So this is going to reflect on you really nicely, and it's now most certainly time to do it. Okay, so now my gorgeous Pisces, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are single and ready to mingle. Single and ready to mingle, my gorgeous Pisces. 7 of Cups, you see this? You need to understand that, you know, it's a complex month for those of you that are single, which means that on one hand, you still need to let someone go. You are holding on to someone that you shouldn't. Maybe this person is a brand new person in your life. Maybe it's just someone from your past. But however, you're just going to feel connection with this person like this month, you know, and it's very important for you to understand that when you feel this connection, you need to let them go. It's very important because it's when you feel this connection, I mean when you start thinking about that particular person, as I said, it could have been somebody who you used to be with. Maybe it was somebody who was like stranger in the night by Celine in the morning moment, you know, maybe it could have been that. Or maybe you were just kind of like having your eye on someone, maybe nothing ever happened. However, that person is going to kind of cross your mind, and it's going to be the sign for you to let them go, because it's just karma. Your karma with that person doesn't exist, and it's not going to exist in the future. So it's like as soon as you realize that this is something that you should move away from, you're just going to release, you know, both of you really. And this is what I'm talking about, because at around the end of the month, so it's a quite complex month when it comes to the human gorgeous Pisces, but at the end of around the end of the month, you know, you are going to have a very important news when it comes to your material attainment, when it comes to your finances. You know, this is pretty much so to do with your financial situation. You're going to be like, oh, thank God, ooh la la. You're going to feel really, really happy, you know, and that in itself is just going to reflect on you. You're going to feel like rather victorious, and this is brilliant because at the same time it's going to bring you an important stability. Why am I saying this? Because the stability is the answer. You will want to celebrate, you will want to kind of reconnect with the great people in your life, but it's not only about that. I'm just trying to kind of help you to understand when this new person is about to start walking into your life, because at around the time you are going to make a certain choice, and that choice is going to reconnect you with things that you used to do. It's going to start a certain continuation, and there is someone who is slowly going to start walking into your life. In fact, that person is already going to start sharing your dimension at the end of May. They may not make themselves known in May, but they could make themselves known in June or May or even July. You know, May, June and July are very strongly connected when it comes to feelings, emotions, love and things like that. So it really doesn't matter, you know, because that person is not going to be long until they show themselves up. But I just want you to understand that it's going to happen at around the time when a certain continuation takes place. So they may make themselves known in May, June or July, but it's going to be crucial because at the same time, you know, the other people that are going to kind of be around that particular area or that particular dimension, but it's not going to be that long, my gorgeous Pisces, until this gorgeous, amazing person walks into your life. It's not going to be just anyone, but it's going to be someone who is going to inspire you so much, but you're also going to inspire them, and something is going to be so different about them. It's not normally who you would normally go for, but this is when things are going to become interesting. And it also means that you spiritually grow. You did grow spiritually so much, so automatically, you know, certain things changes. It changes the way we look at life. It changes a little bit the way we look at people. We grow, we become wise, you know. So it's nothing unusual when you just fancying someone who you normally don't fancy, and it's very interesting but amazing because it's the right person for you indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Pisces, I love you all so much. I hope you liked my shirt, and if you would like to buy this shirt, you will also help my channel as well. The link is in the description below. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light, my gorgeous Pisces. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.